They probably wouldn't have left the passengers, right? Because they needed ransom.
Wow, it's pretty bare in here. There's not a piece of cargo left.
Evidently, the Sky Bandits managed to make off with it all. At least, judging by the looks of things. At any rate, we should... God, the dialogue is right in front of my tracker. Okay.
At any rate, we should do a thorough investigation of the place.
Okay. We'll do a save right there. Alright, another tractor. See, this looks like a tractor. Oh, it's a lift car. Never mind.
Here's a lift car.
It looks like the same type as those at the landing port. The Sky Bandits probably used this to move the cargo.
I wonder what this is. It's the orbital engine control panel. It looks like the flow of orbital energy has completely stopped.
Whoa. That was a transition. There's a second floor. Okay, nothing in here.
It looks like this is the captain's seat. If these were any other circumstances, I would love to sit here.
Don't even think about it. Damn, I would like to sit in one of these too. What the heck? This is cool. Actually, I did visit like a warship. When I was on my trip back in May, I did visit a warship and it was pretty cool. They did actually show us the captain's quarters. I did not sit in the seat though, but it was actually pretty nice. Like, I wouldn't have thought to enter to like to check out that kind of thing because I'm not really into military stuff, but it's actually pretty interesting. And they even like did like this small little like walkthrough thing on the ship. It was huge. They had a lot of areas blocked off so you can really only walk one way. I won't say what ship because I don't want to dox myself, but it was a warship. Yeah, it like just that like one walkthrough like tour of the place, I'm like, man, with all this stuff blocked up, I could get lost here. It was pretty interesting. Like the ceilings were like pretty low and stuff. Everything felt really compact, but I thought it was pretty cozy. But I guess like if you're sharing the space with other soldiers, then it probably wouldn't be. It wouldn't feel that way, but it was actually pretty interesting. I think my dad and my mom wanted to see it, so that's why we went. And I was surprised. My brother was actually really into it too, and I didn't take him to be into that kind of stuff. So I thought it was a cool experience getting to see a retired warship.
Here's the steering wheel used to pilot the ship. I wonder where the pilot could have gone.
Okay, so that's everything here. On the next floor, the seats. Okay, there's a bunch of doors. Let's go through this one.
It's bright in here. There's a lot of light shining into this place.
Okay, well, so far we're not finding any useful information, girl. Okay, so this is the dock. There must be a reason why they just left this whole ass ship behind. Oh wait, no, this is the airliner. Okay, so we went here, so we just gotta go this way. Wait, no, there's nothing here? Oh wait, no, there's more stairs. Oh, but there's nothing here. Eh? Was I just supposed to look at the ship? Or am I missing a clue? Nope, there's nothing up here. Checking all the corners just to make sure. I guess I leave? Leave and maybe go out this way? Ah. I already did. There was nothing. They have to block a lot of areas off. Warships are made for able-bodied men at the height of the physical, not much in the way of accessibility. Yeah. I also think like the areas that they blocked off, it's like it just led to more and more corridors, so it would get easy. It'd be easy to get lost. And like the things they showed would probably be like only the stuff that people would want to see, like the bunkers or like where. Why? Now why all of a sudden this cutscene plays? Like the bunkers or like control areas or storage places, anywhere there are soldiers gathered. It was pretty cool. Oh my god, paragraphs. I want to go see one particular ship 2 states away from me, a ship identical to the one my dad served on in Vietnam is preserved as a museum ship. Oh my gosh, wait, that's so cool. Your dad served? Whoa. So that makes sense why you're into the military stuff. So I just finished cooking myself lunch, stir-fried beef with onion, mushroom, bok choy, and air-fried tofu. Yo, that sounds delicious. Whoo! I had grilled chicken and grilled tomatoes for dinner with peas and like a corn and black bean salsa that my mom made that was like too spicy. Which I can handle my spice, but that was like, holy moly. I was like eating straight up pepper. But I'm kind of craving some cottage cheese right now. Maybe I'll eat some after stream. It does sound good. That meal sounds so good. I've been like a lot more hungry these days because I've actually had to start working out more. Specifically like trying to gain more muscle because my body fat percentage went up a lot and I was like, ah, shite. This is what it's like getting older. You gain weight easier. So I've had to start strength training and lifting so I can fix that. So now I'm consuming more calories. I had homemade tacos for dinner. I'm not really the biggest fan of tacos, but if they're cooked by an immigrant Mexican mama, then then I will eat those. I had a boxed mac and cheese. Oh, boxed mac and cheese slaps though. But I spiced it up with some pepperoni. Pepperoni? Why are you putting pepperoni in your mac and cheese? That's like my coworker who said he puts ketchup in his mac and cheese. What? Why? There's a high possibility the passengers were transferred to the Sky Bandits airship, and then to wherever their hideout is. Agreed. But this sucks. Right when I thought we had some clues, we're back to 0. Come on, cheer up already. It's not like every clue has completely vanished. Why do you think the Sky Bandits hid the airliner in a place like this? Huh? What is a mac and cheese? Okay, so mac and cheese, Eyeless. So mac and cheese is with specific pasta noodles. So these pasta noodles kind of look like a smiley face. They're like a tube with holes at the end, and they're usually curled, so it looks like a smiley face. And then to make to dress up the noodles, they're cut into like little like chunks. The pastas. That you would typically put cheddar cheese, melted cheddar cheese, on top of your pasta. And most people like to spice stuff by adding like paprika or like other cheeses like mozzarella, parmesan, or any other types, but typically you use cheddar cheese. Or there's also different mac and cheeses that use like white cheeses. There's like different variations depending on what you're making. But the stereotypical way is cheddar cheese. So it's like smiley face pasta noodles with cheese sauce, basically. To be fair, it's really good pepperoni. I would have never thought of putting pepperoni in my mac and cheese. You're crazy, bro. Yes, pepperoni to add some spice and a bit of alternate texture. These twins are weird, I'm telling you. A fun way of changing it up. I can understand bacon in your mac and cheese, but pepperoni? Really thick cheese sauce. Yeah, basically. Really thick cheese sauce and like pasta noodles, pretty much. Huh?
As far as I can tell, the orbital energy in the ship has completely stopped, which means that the orbital engine was stripped from the aircraft. I know this because the orbital energy is an orb that gradually recharges over time. Furthermore, the Sky Bandits made multiple trips to carry off a large amount of cargo. Considering the time and the risk involved, don't you think it would have been more effective just to take the entire airliner to their hideout?
Some chili sauce? Okay, y'all are weird. What chili sauce? I guess maybe that's not as weird as ketchup. But pepperoni makes more sense than chili sauce. Chili sauce? The fudge? You like spicy cheese? You know, at that point, you should just use horseradish as your cheese.
Hey, that just seemed a little odd that they didn't. So why'd they hide the airliner here then? All I can think of is that they did it in order to.
I don't think I've ever had spicy mac and cheese. Have I? Oh, I've tried a scoop of mac and cheese with like hot Cheeto dust. But I didn't particularly feel any way about it. But not chili sauce. I used to put nacho cheese on my mac and cheese. Okay, like nacho cheese is not that bad. I actually feel, wait, that might actually taste good. Wait, I kind of want to, maybe I might want to try nacho cheese. Add some mustard to your mac and cheese with a side of tomato sauce. Okay, now you guys are just trolling. Now you're just trolling at this point. No way. I was not paying attention. Just a limb because they're hiding somewhere weird. The Royal Army search party. Steal the orbital engine. I don't think that was the answer, but I just chose to think random. Gotta be honest, mac and cheese sounds like a health hazard. It's not the healthiest. Having too much cheese is not the healthiest. It's something that, like, typically, like, you eat it once in a while. Unless you're, like, a hella picky eater. But it's not, like, the most common... I mean, well, it is a common meal. But it's not something that is, like, an everyday kind of thing. I guess. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know if this is just where I live in America. But where I live in America, I feel like there's a lot of variety of, like, different foods that people eat. Like, we don't just eat American food or that. Like, people like to change it up. Like, for example, yesterday my coworker was eating a burger, and then today he had Mexican food, and then Friday he wants, like, ramen. So, like, we eat, like, all the, like, different cultures of food, because, like, well, America's so diverse. So even though we, like, mac and cheese is American, it's not something that you would probably eat, like, as part of your normal diet. It's like a once in a while thing, I think. Unless you're like a kid. I feel like kids eat mac and cheese a lot more often than adults do. But I don't know if that's just like where I live, that's kind of our diets, is that we change it up by eating different cultures of food. But used to put Ritz crackers in his mac and cheese. I guess I can kind of get that. I know people who would like toast breadcrumbs and put that in their mac and cheese. So there's that. Where I am, it's either American or Eastern European food. Oh, okay. So I guess maybe it's just where I live is we have so much more variety. Like, we have lots of different restaurants. Like, there's like Indian food, Japanese food, Mexican food, Chinese food, Korean food. We have, like, almost everything. Almost everything. We don't have Scandinavian food. Scandinavian food and European food, we don't really have that here. At least where I am. But yeah, the different kind of stuff. I can't speak for all Americans since America's so big, and each state is basically its own country in a way, so. But at least that's just how I live. Like, the last time I had mac and cheese was probably, like, a week and a half ago. And before that, it probably had to have been like a month ago.
And in that sense, it would seem highly likely that they would leave it a different place than their hideout. However, that alone couldn't be considered a decisive reason. For my guess, I would imagine that their hideout is in a slightly peculiar place. Maybe 10 to 15 arg in size. In short, a peculiar place on which only a small aircraft like the Sky Bandit's airship could land. Interesting. How about terrain covered with extreme differences in heights, like mountains and ravines? That seems like a likely place for the Sky Bandit's hideout. Yes, that's what I've been thinking too. However, if that's the case, then we may be unable to do anything else. There's the possibility that their hideout may be in a place we can't reach by foot.
Oh, I was not checking my TikTok chats. Steven Vergara, thank you so much for following, and also thank you for the rose. I appreciate it, and liking the live. Thank you. Hopefully, you're still here and I didn't miss out on the notifications, but thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for following. I hope you're having a fun time here and everything's to your liking. Thank you.
I hate to say it, but we may have to share our conclusions with the army and ask for their cooperation.
Steven Universe? No, Steven Vergara is their username.
Because they're the ones with the patrol ships.
What? Now you're trying to tell us we should go crawling back to the army and ask them for help?
Either way, we still have to report to them about the airliner. Personally speaking, I still think we should cooperate with the army, whatever their attitude may be. Especially if that means bringing the hostages back safe and sound.
I guess you're right. This isn't the time or place to be letting my personal feelings get the best of me.
For the time being, let's get back to the guild and report our findings to Lugran.
Oh, we can check the side quest too.
We should be able to contact the Hawken Gate if we use the orbital telephone.
So I have to go all the way back. They can't just time jump me, bro. Well, what shall we yap about as I'm on my way back to Bose? All the way back to Bose. Oh, fudge. Never mind. Are we getting arrested? Why is that cartoon in your head? I've never watched Steven Universe. I think it was, that was a bit past my time. Huh? Well, what the heck?
Great. Now this was something I did not expect. I wonder if we should be glad, since they've saved us the trouble of having to contact them.
Oh, hey, we just found it like this, I swear. We're not the bandits. Rain? Is that what it said on the side?
We have found a suspicious armed group. Put your hands on the air, all of you. What in the is this world coming to? A woman and 2 kids are the Sky Bandits. Though the girl does look shifty.
Hey now, that's just rude. And who are you calling Sky Bandits? Can't you see this shiny emblem on my chest?
The bracer emblem, huh?
I'm just getting some water.
I hope you don't think for a moment something like that proves your innocence.
The fudge? Of course it's this mother frigger. The one who hates bracers. Wow, he literally just called the royal army out of us just because of our occupation. You should be glad to not have watched Steven Universe stay innocent, Crypta. I mean, a lot of people that I know speak very highly of it. Stay innocent. I know it touches on I don't want to say heavy topics, but maybe like topics that most... Is it a kid's show? That most kids shows don't really address? At least at the time when it came out. Because that show came out, what, 2013? 2014? Been a while. I remember hearing, like, the younger people that I knew talk about it. Why are you here? Obviously to get us, because he hates our butts.
After looking over the reports of my men, I found this place had been insufficiently investigated, so I came to see for myself.
Stay innocent, Crypta Agate. There's more to the show that I have not heard about. Would have thought the lot of you were conspiring with the Sky Bandits. I know, like, one of my friends who's like older, was watching Steven Universe when I went to go visit him. And I was like, oh, what are you watching? He's like, oh, Steven Universe. And I was like, this? Interesting. I don't remember what the episode was, but I did technically watch one episode of Steven Universe, but I had no idea what was going on.
Might I get you to stop with the accusations, General? We happen to find this place one step ahead of your men.
If that's the truth, then why don't you tell me where the Sky Bandits are? Are the hostages inside that airliner?
I almost had the Sky Bandits, but they managed to escape. And there are no hostages to be found here.
It looks like the truth has come out. Most likely you notified the Sky Bandits to let them know we were coming.
How would we know that you were even gonna been here, buddy? You kicked us out the second you found out who we are. Well, wait a minute here. How about you cut the crap?
Damn. All right, man, take them into custody.
The fudge? The fudge?
Does this guy truly hate bracers, or he's also conspiring with the Sky Bandits and trying to pin us? Oh, they actually threw us in prison? Where's the mayor? Get her here. General will be questioning you himself on the morrow. If your innocence is proven, then you will be released in 2 or 3 days.
Literally, go ask the elder. Go ask the mayor. Literally ask anybody except the freaking general. We were given permission to go to this freaking mine. Don't let your prejudice get in the way of this wasting everyone's time, General Morgan.
So for the time being, this cell will give you a place to cool your heels.
This is not even funny. Tossing us in a place like this without even listening to a word we have to say.
If the army managed to arrest the Sky Bandits, then I'm sure we'd have our names cleared.
Did they not see, like, maybe an airliner take off while they were probably, like, coming to the mine to find us? Because, what, we went in, we searched around, and we left. Doesn't that mean the army was probably, like, close enough that they saw an airliner take off? Huh? Why not?
You remember what the Sky Bandit leader we fought in the old mine said, right? He said, this can't be right. You're not supposed to be here this early, if I remember correctly.
Now that you mention it, he did say that, didn't he?
So General Morgan might be conspiring.
The Sky Bandits said we weren't supposed to be there? Yeah! You're not trying to tell me that he meant the army by that, are you?
I don't know for sure, but I would bet that's what he meant. Which means that
Sky Bandits have a mole in the army. Or a collaborator who's leaking information.
That's what you wanted to say, isn't it, Joshua? Okay, so maybe it's not General Morgan, but it's at least somebody.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, they'll never get caught. Which means we were the only ones that stood a chance of nabbing them.
But now we're stuck in here. I wonder how your father would get around this little setback. My. Well, don't you all seem to be in a bit of a fix? Who is this? I just did a random dude's voice.
Huh? Did you just say something, Joshua?
No, I didn't say anything.
Is it Agate? Or the bard?
It came from the cell next door. It almost sounds familiar.
Man's voice. Okay, is it the bard?
Oh, how could you say something so heartless?
Okay, yeah, it's the bard, isn't it?
My lustrous voice should be recognizable to anyone.
Could this unfounded self-confidence
and tone of absurd narcissism belong to...
It's you, isn't it, Olivier?
The sound effect? Well, Morgan is the name of a famous pirate? Really? You do remember my Dulce. Dulce. You do remember my Dulce chords.
What did you do, flirt with the wrong guard?
To think that we meet again in a place like this. It seems like we are bound by destiny.
Well, why are you here? I thought we took you to Bose. And now you're locked up in a place like this? What the heck did you do? Come now, let's not worry about all the little details, shall we? I have my reasons, which are deeper than the deepest ocean and higher than the highest peak.
I'm definitely not asking now. I'm sure we just get tired while you talked our ears off. They went beyond horny bonk and threw him in horny jail. No! Isn't there a famous drink called Captain Morgan's? I don't drink very often, so I have no idea. What's good, Crypta? Death Howl, thank you so much. I'm doing good. What's up? What's up? Thank you for dropping by to say hello. Eyeless, thank you for the 1 bit. Oops. I was ending my stream by accident.
So, there you have it. We don't really care to know. You talk so much that I'd probably be an old woman by the time you were done. And I'm not ready for wrinkles yet.
Come on now. Let's not be like that.
I'll fill you in on all the details of the tragic incident which befell me.
Didn't you listen, dummy? You don't want to hear about it.
It all began after we parted ways. I did some window shopping in the Post Market, and then we moved on to the Anteros restaurant. You see, once I had eaten to my heart's content, I began to play the grand piano to then feed my artistic soul. And upon doing so, the restaurant manager was overcome by my skill. So I was asked to stay and work at the professional pianist for the restaurant.
That's great and all, but I thought you were supposed to be a lutist.
A musical genius is not limited to just one instrument. Anyway, back to my story. After negotiating a few of my own conditions, accepted the job offer. Those conditions were, of course, food and wine for free every day in Stilamira. I don't know how to put it, but that's very you, Olivier. Yet, I'm not sure how that has anything to do with you getting thrown in jail.
There is an alcohol brand with that name? Captain Morgan's? I don't know. What type of alcohol is it? You have named after the Captain Morgan who didn't let his men drink? Oh, that's interesting.
Oh well, this is where the real sob story begins. That night, I had been enjoying a plate of sautéed duck I had the chef prepare.
Ooh, duck is really good.
But the blood sauce, which had been used a little too overbearing for my palate. Consequently, I began to feel that normal red wine was not satisfying enough.
The more you talk, the more I want to hit you. But go on, I'm curious, in spite of knowing better.
Well, so I bought a bottle of wine which seemed good from the cellar. Something called Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. Grand Chardonnay from the year 1183. That's the legendary vintage wine that was auctioned off in the Royal City.
Oh, no wonder you got thrown in jail. You drank something you shouldn't have.
Rum. Wait.
Maybe I've tried it, because I do like rum.
Wait, there's a chance I might have tried it then.
Captain Morgan is a popular brand of rum, primarily known for its spiced rum. It's a premium spirit with Caribbean rums and various spices.
Wait, there's a chance I might have tried it before.
I need alcohol because work sucked ass. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Death Howl. But I mean, it's only Tuesday. Drinking on a Tuesday, sadly. You know what else is interesting, Crypta? Yaoi? Yes. Yes, I agree. I do read a decent amount of BL. Yaoi? Once in a while. Or I guess, sometimes BL just comes with yaoi, but I don't like toxic yaoi. If it's a red flag or black flag yaoi, I stay the heck away. Green flags, hell yeah. Yellow flags, I guess I can look past it. But I've been reading a decent amount of BL. Not like a ton. I definitely have not read... I'm not like your, like... What do you call it? Not like a BL connoisseur. I've only kind of just started reading it like the past couple months. Wait, it has already been over 2 hours. Didn't we just start? I mean, I'm just waiting for this cutscene to end at this point, but... Did he drink something that pirates stole? Something like that. Or I think he just like drank something super expensive that he wasn't supposed to. Why do you like girls like boy and boy? I could ask the same thing of why do boys like girl on girl? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Oh, there are some characters you would love in the Trails universe then, Crypta? The ones who drink rum because of fanfiction? I wouldn't say it's fanfiction. The BL I read is all like original stories. I don't read any BL fanfiction. I actually haven't read fanfiction in a hot second. But all the fanfictions I've read have always been straight couples. It's a hard skip for me. Wait, 2 hours. The hard skip? What's a hard skip? Same reason boys like girls. See, exactly. I listen. You know what I'm talking about. No, I meant more that there are BL lovers in the Trails universe. Oh, wait, really? That was kind of funny.
Oh, aren't you well informed? I heard a rumor about it too. So of course I was interested in having a drink for myself.
Auctioned off? How much are we talking about here?
From what I've heard, it went for somewhere in the neighborhood for 500,000 mira.
And you just drank that without permission? 500,000 mira? For just one bottle?
That's out of this world. And you didn't, did you, Olivier? Huh, such a needless question. Of course I opened the bottle and had a sip. Its sweet-smelling fragrance tickled my nostrils. It's luxurious. Mellow taste caressed my throat.
I think it's interesting to read BL. I think it's interesting the difference to see, like, the difference in a relationship between, two guys versus a straight couple. I think it's, like, interesting, like, to see, like, how the relationships are different. I mean, I've never read GL, so I don't really know what that's like. Like GL/Yuri. But I know, like, I find BL interesting just to see, like, like how the dynamics change. Or if they're if they change or if they're the same based on their gender. I think it's just interesting. Like, to me, it doesn't matter if, like, the couple is straight, gay, lesbian, whatever. If it's a good, like, romance story, I'll read it, pretty much. I just haven't got around to reading Yuri yet because, like, not a lot of people I know read Yuri, and I like to usually get, like, recommendations before reading any of that kind of stuff. Like a new genre. Your chair seat has become disconnected from the chair?
And can you believe what else? A rose-tinted
I can pronounce this word. I just don't know why I can't today.
Of time and space existed within that very bottle.
I read any romance as long as the story's good. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it doesn't matter to me, like, what the gender dynamic is between the couple. As long as it's a good romance story, I'm gonna read it. And there are some really good BLs out there. I don't like the toxic ones though.
Yeah, my ears are bleeding from listening to such stupidity. I'm completely dumbfounded. The sad thing is that after taking a sip of such excellent wine, I began to feel the food was lacking. And as I was having the chef cook me up something else to match the wine, the restaurant manager returned. Since I'm not a stingy fellow, I accordingly invited him to join me for a drink. But for some odd reason, he got rather upset. In fact, he got so steaming mad that his face looked like a ripe tomato. And before I could say another word, a group of soldiers came filing in. And, well, one thing led to another.
Is this supposed to be like us falling asleep to his words?
I can't say another word about this tragedy of being dragged all the way here without coming to tears. So let us all weep together as you sympathize with my dilemma.
He drank the whole bottle. Ah, bro.
We all fell asleep. Pardon, but do my ears deceive me? I could have sworn I heard a ZZZ and a ZZZZ and even an absurdly misheard idiots coming from your cell. Are you listening? This is where the story gets really interesting. You see, several further trials awaited me after I was brought here. Hello,
Are you listening? Poor, I would say poor dude, but like, they did say multiple times that they didn't want to hear it. My god, how long is this cutscene? Hey, you three, get up!
I'm tired.
My voice is giving out. It's too much voice acting. What's wrong?
What are you trying to tell us we're being interrogated this early in the morning?
Olivier for the win.
That's a little early even for me.
No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Did the mayor come in clutch? Huh?
Why all of a sudden?
Is there a reason for this?
Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason.
Yeah, as the mayor. And fucking Morgan.
Mayor Mabel? Well, what's an unusual place to be meeting you? I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you. But don't worry, your names have been cleared.
I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her. Well, sir, if you just listened to us, we wouldn't be in this cell in the first place. Frick you. Frick you, sir. Mayor to the rescue.
So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan.
If he had, we could have told him the exact same thing. But this dude is prejudiced.
Our situation?
Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really... Didn't we tell him this? Didn't we legit tell him? I swear we told him this already, that we're his kids. I swear we told him that. I'm gonna throw something. This guy's old already, right? He can go out. I need water. Okay, I really need this like clip to end because I think you guys can hear it. My voice cannot take this, like switching too many voices much longer. Yes, that's right. This is Estelle Bright, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. Thank you for the hydrate. Your voice to be sounding shot, it is. It doesn't hurt, thank goodness, but it's definitely reached its talking limits, that's for sure.
You knew my mother?
Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on okay, bro, I literally don't care. On several... Oh, fuck. Okay. Fuck. On several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Just read the rest in your own voice. Go hydrate. Okay, I'll read the rest in my normal voice then. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know was the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad, Estelle, do you know nothing about your father? I can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I really want to do the voices, but I probably shouldn't. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. Why is she so, like, ignorant? Like, why does she not know, like, what her dad does? Like, does he, like, keep it from her on purpose? But I feel like Joshua's... If he's aware, he doesn't say, but I feel like he would also know about this. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for bracers may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men, I get the same impression. So what you're saying is, our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel? Okay, I feel like without the voice acting, I can't read these lines correctly. Hydrate, Crypta Agate, no, fine.
How about we return to Bose now? With the airliner being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you.
Oh, sure.
Is something the matter?
I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something.
Now that you mention it, what could it be?
No, he's on his own. He's on his own. Yeah, the cutscenes being long is very trails. I will cook Mexican pizza if you don't hydrate. I took a sip of water. I took like 3 sips. Don't threaten me with that diabolical creation.
Oh, how callous people can be at times.
Bro, literally shut up.
How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable. How pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry, alone in this dark purgatory.
Okay, so you committed an actual crime. Is he still here?
Yeah, I completely forgot about him.
Sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you.
Is he the musician I heard about?
Musician I heard about.
The one who chugged that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought. Indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived it as an advance payment for the exquisite services that I was about to render.
You're quite the interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release.
Really? Truly? You would do such a kind service for a man such as myself?
You have Mexican pizza in the freezer? Eyeless, I will revoke your VIP badge. I had a flash of chaotic occur before my eyes when you said magician. I think that may be asking a bit much.
If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to at least be a lawsuit.
Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? It is a type of pizza in the stores? No, don't buy that. Don't buy that. Do not buy that. Stop buying that.
The Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter.
Are we done yet? Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna read in the voices. Screw it. Screw it. I can't believe you were released.
It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the...
Okay, fuck, never mind.
Please don't lay on the compliments so thick. However, it pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single mira.
It's just a pizza topped with plenty of Swedish minced meat, cheese, green chili pepper, paprika, and tasty tomato sauce. Wait, that doesn't sound like the Mexican pizza that was described in that one stream. Don't hurt yourself on account. It doesn't hurt. It's just tired. My vocal cords are just tired, but it doesn't hurt per se. I'll be fine tomorrow.
I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back here.
I, for one, don't think he'd mind one bit.
Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin.
Let's just think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us.
But I don't think I can just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine?
Huh?
Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these bracers in their work?
Huh, could you ever? So I don't know why I said that in a southern accent.
So it's settled. Let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia at the height of spring.
Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve this?
Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain.
Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work, or our sanity?
Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship of magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music genius in the same group. That's the kind of line that really gets me worried. But maybe we can use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then. We'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're dumped from the party. You streaming tomorrow? No, but I just know that typically even when like I exhaust my voice, like on stream days, I'm usually fine by the next day. Of course, I don't mind. I was thinking, I say this, but I know I probably won't. But since I don't have work on Friday, because not tomorrow, because Friday is 4th of July, I was thinking of streaming, but then again, I realized I'm kind of behind on like some certain like content that I wanted to make for both my main channel and my second channel, like clips and shorts that I was like, maybe I might actually work on those instead, because I have like a whole like backlog of like clips that I wanted to do. Like I think I literally have content for like 10 videos that I could make. I just actually need the time to edit everything, which I might just end up doing that on Friday instead. New party member. I never let you down. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. So please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. Hey, bards are useful party members. You have a 5K race on Saturday? Dang, good luck with that, Jinrana. Hope you have fun and hope everything goes good. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before we go, there's something I need to tell you. No, let us go! Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty noisy when we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in the Both South block. The weapon shop and Orbital factory were targeted, as were a number of private residences. Really? As for private residences, it wasn't... I was about to say, was it not me barging into homes asking for children, but that was in Revenue Village. What? So, was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at this time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. Or is this some sort of distraction that they're conducting so that way the attention will get put away from the Sky Bandits? Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do just that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. Are we done? I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess when that happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not, I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, we'll just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. I feel like we're almost done with the cutscenes. Almost there. A lot of us need to go to bed, game. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions. Shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy. Who made you king of the show? Finally. Thank you for the one bit. Oh, we're there. We did it. A whole almost extra half hour. And it was all cutscene. That entire half hour was just one cutscene. We did it though.